Hello, good evening. All set up here because I didn't bother setting everything up properly, but I'm getting there. Um, don't mind the sound of the Doritos bag. Um, so, fun news: my mother-in-law passed her U.S. citizenship test today, much to our surprise. But hey, now she is a U.S. citizen. She's been here for like 20 years, so. Um, unless no other news, I don't think so. It's been raining like crazy here. It's been raining. Oh, it's been raining since Friday. Like goddamn. So it's been too humid for me to prime anything because I've got some more Minas Tirith models to get, uh, primed and painted and ready. Um, I adjusted the parameters on my tracking a little bit, and things are looking kind of goofy. Yeah. All right. Um. Yeah, that's it. That's all the news I got. Mother-in-law passed. It's rainy. Um. Let's start painting. Um. Where is he? Here he is. So I've got Ghan Buri Ghan. Oh, he's not in there. Can I reach everything if he's glued? I think so. Yeah, I can reach everything if I glue him in. Do that real quick. Oh, is my glue stuck? That was fine. Question will be, I guess, is if all the glue comes jumping out like it normally does. Look, it did that thing I knew it was going to do. It did not at all prepare myself for. Got that balanced. I don't want it to sit down and glue to one side. It's probably fine. All right. So we got Ghan Buri Ghan. He's mostly nude. He's got a grass skirt, some blowpipe, spear, shit like that. I think you should be pretty quick. So we gotta pick out colors. Um, this green and tan I think will look good. Doing the green as the base and the tan as the highlight for the grass skirt. This is Death Guard green and Carrick stone. It's one of the elders in his village. We have black and white for eyes. We got probably do Scav and Blight. Just a little bit of Administratum and a null oil wash for his hair. Probably an Eshin and Dawnstone for his spear point. Right. His spear and blowpipe. I want those to be a little yellower. So what if we do Ungor flesh for the base and Screaming Skull for the highlight. Yeah, that would work. And then dark blue. Dark blue. Dark blue markings for his paint. Face paint patterns. Now his skin tone. The Pukelman, the Woses, they're a little darker. So I have to figure out how to do darker colored skin while still keeping it warm and healthy looking. Instead of like grayish. There's no warmth to the tone sometimes. So I gotta figure out. What about what I have in the skin tone set? Black wash. Parasite Brown. What a lovely name for a skin tone. Heavy Sienna. And dark flesh tone. I'll see how. Looks really dark. All right. What if I instead base with Gorthor, and then what's this one? Seraphim Sepia. I think that might be too light, but let's do Reekland Flesh Shade. I don't know how much other stuff I'm really gonna need to wash. I don't know if I want to do the Thonian Camel Shade. I'm not gonna do the Camel Shade. I think that'll make his skirt too dark and shiny. Oh, well, I gotta find something to lighten the Gorthor with. I'll add a little Rakroth Flesh. That'll be skin tone. See how it works. If it turns out like completely off, I can do. He's metal. I can just not a big deal. I forgot to glue his magnets on. Well, oh freaking well. All right. A little dark here for me. Camera's picking up everything okay, but it's a little dark for me. I think it's fine though. Let's see. All right. I'm gonna be lazy, and I'm just gonna base coat like all of him, his naked color. And like everything else is always gonna be just a couple of brushes, really. Here's a troublesome brush. That'll do. The wash brush. That'll be everything. I'm not basing it tonight because I haven't quite figured out what I want to do with the Woes bases. Foresty, of course, but I'm not exactly sure what kind of forest. I don't want to do them exactly the same as LotR, because they're themed them different. But I do have a lot of these little stick bush things I can put in there. My neck just too. Yeah, my neck wiggles. All right. Yeah, look at that bend. Okay. I keep meaning to give myself arms and legs and actually finish a model, but I'm lazy. All right. Let's Gorthor Brown first. me just adjusting my stuff. All right, mixing brush. Where you at? Here. All right. All right, so I'm gonna start with Gorthor Brown. I think it'll work. I hope it'll work. Because Gorthor itself isn't really a warm color. It looks it, but it's actually kind of dull. Yeah. It's just a little bit dull, I think. Let's paint this little naked dude. I don't really have to coat everything. As long as I get all his skin. But since it's so much, I can just be really sloppy with it. Sometimes it actually helps make it easier to see what you're working with. You know what? This brush is already sheeted up enough. I'm going to use this one. I'm probably going to have to do a couple coats. Brush is really stiff. What did I do to this poor brush? Yeah, so these guys don't appear in the movies. They do appear in the books. And after Helm's Deep, before the Battle of Pelannor Fields, there's a little clip. That came off when I scraped it. Part of it did. The forces of Rohan have to go down, but Mordor's kind of figuring they're going to do that, so they've got orc patrols and bands on the road to get in their way and keep Rohan from coming to help Gondor. But these guys live in the forest nearby, and so because they hate orcs so much, they're willing to help the large men, the tall humans, go escort them and let them travel through their woods so that they can bypass all the orcs and get there and defeat the forces of Mordor. Afterwards, as thanks, their lands are they're granted their lands and offered protection by Éomer. Other human forces that would wish to take their land from them, so they get protection for it. They lead Theoden and company through secret trails, sneaking past orcs. All right. Quick second coat, some spots. Couple areas that looks like it's not really getting me to. Maybe I shouldn't have glued them yet, but whoops, my bad. That is a lesson learned. Well, okay, he would have been flopping everywhere in the base, so I think that's a decent trade-off. Some areas are going to be harder to get if it means he's not going to be bouncing around all the time. Risking me dropping him. I'm going to drop him anyways, but I think tonight will be quick. It helps when, like, most of the models one tone. You know, it's like painting the Dead of Dun arrow. It's like, oh, look at that green, done. Let me add a little more detail, and I'll just highlight. I'll just dry brush a slightly different green over it. There, done. Let me go overboard, and I'll also add a wash and a second highlight there. Perfect, done. That reminds me, I got the clear models. I gotta figure out how I want to do those guys. Yes, it's not a totally warm, inviting color. It's really quite. He's like the tone of like a dead person. Give that a second to dry. Yeah, we're just gonna let him dry for a minute. I guess I can. Clearly, I have not used this one ever. So let me get this shaken up. I gotta get a few of these shaken up. That mixed pretty well. Ungol and Screaming Skull haven't been used in a while. They're both really settled out. Cantor Blue is one of the thicker ones. Cantor Blue, oh, this is going to be... I think Cantor's going to be a pain in the ass. I've got to do like little patterns on them. But I don't know what patterns to do. Or the scale. You know, put some things on his arm and face. Probably some chest and back patterns or something. Oops, I pinched my hand. That hurt. Alright. Alright, so let's wash them with the Reekland Flush shade. Reekland. Der Fleischen Schlafen. So my wife was handling a lot of her mother's citizenship quiz questions, and like teaching her what to expect and going through all the potential answers and stuff. And at one point, she was like, "Okay, Mom, who was present during World War I?" Her mom goes, "Ah, yeah, that was woo woo." I'm just like, "Woo woo? Yeah, woo woo. You know." You mean Woodrow? Nah, that doesn't sound right. I'm sorry. Do you think Woodrow doesn't sound like the right name, but Woo Woo does? American President Woo Woo Wilson. It doesn't even sound even like vaguely American. Like it doesn't even sound vaguely even like a name. You'd be like, oh, who was a German chancellor in this year? And they gave me like something like, oh, it was like Dieter. I'd be like, yeah, that sounds pretty German. But if they were like Herr Frenzen Shenzhen, I'd be like, that's not real. That's not a real name. Herr Frenzen Shenzhen? No, not a real name. Like, yeah, Frinson Shinson. Nope, don't believe you. I literally do not believe you. Yeah, he's got little bits of jewelry. Maybe I'll do the jewelry bits like silver. Oh, no, I'll do them like shells. Where are they gonna get shells in the woods? I don't. I guess silver it is. These guys are shorter than average for humans. So they think they're probably a stepping stone between humans and hobbits. Because hobbits are humans, they're just small humans. Let Mr. Cadbury Cream Egg here dry off for a while. Keeping this guy on the camera. I didn't realize, I didn't pay attention to which direction I set the camera up in today. Alright, so he's gotta sit for a minute. But yeah, that makes him warmer looking. I think it works. Because it didn't darken his tone really, but it did darken the recesses. Sometimes the shades will just hit everything. This one's more of a glaze, I think. It kind of fills in the recesses a bit more. But now here comes the question: is how am I going to do all of these little bands of stuff on him? It is so hard to tell what those things are. Yeah, okay, that's grass. Like, there's bits of grass that are popping up that almost look like a shell, but aren't. All right. Let's get the blowpipe and spear. I'm gonna do these separate colors, actually. Ooh, this one's really thin. Oops. Touching the wet model, my bad. So I think that's the blowpipe. Oh, yeah, it's real thin. Straight out of the pot, and it's still really translucent. Cats are being jerks out there. Excuse me. Cats, do you mind not being turds? Alright, I gotta deal with this. 1 second. I'll be right back. Oops, it's trying to rename webcam. Don't do that. Alright, 1 second. I need you to calm the fuck down, buddy. I need you to fucking relax, buddy. Yeah, you. Yeah. Stop fighting. Stop being buttholes. Don't. Shut up. He's having such an attitude. I don't think the mic's picking up. He's growling and grumbling. You're gonna. What if. Shut up. There's a blanket around here somewhere I can rip from them. Okay, listen, fat baby. Alright, I now have him wrapped up in a blanket on my lap. Stop shrieking. Stop shrieking, you little shithead. Goober. See what I gotta fucking deal with? Get over it. Stop picking fights. Stop being turds to each other. God. You guys are such assholes. I love you, buddy. Why don't you relax? I locked him out. You can just sit. You can just chill. Shithead. Oh, he's escaping. He's escaping. Goober. Shut up. Hi, I love you.
The boys were having a political rally.
I heard that. It was quite... it was quite a heated discussion they were having.
Yeah. Consider it a kitty debate.
Would you mind taking this shithead? He'd probably like to sit on your lap. I think he wants to sit on your lap. Oh, she's abandoning you, buddy. Buddy, I need you to stop. Sorry, 1 second. He's being shitty. Buddy, you're being shitty. Stop squeaking. What do you think? Goobin, what do you think, buddy? What do you have to say? Oh, you're quiet now? The mic's in front of your face. Now you're quiet? No. Go ahead. Oh, he squashed my balls. He's trying to exit. Covered in cat fuzz. Alright, anyways. Let's get back to it. Jerks. Locked him in here with me, so he shouldn't be causing any more trouble. At least in theory. He's by the door. Be careful, hon. Well, Waffles and him are starting shit, so. Ay, ay, ay. Little jerk faces.
They're so tiny. It's so possessive, aggressive.
It's like, God forbid any of you boys all just relax happily with each other.
Amen.
Should include a space on. I can't reach the blow staff.
Good piece of the plum cake.
I hear pancakes at the door. Pancakes. No.
He's not an independent.
Pancakes is very clingy.
What a day.
What the hell is that? Is that chunk? What is that? That was chunk. Ew. Alright, that's probably fine with a little pipe. Alright, I gotta reorganize my pants. I got a little scrambled up when Nathan came in. Came in being a shithead. Such gremlins. Like, cats, you don't need to be shitty to each other. You could just all just hang out and get along, but no. It'd be shitheads. This is another one that feels kind of thin.
Yeah, NC State is so fast with their responses. The doctor responded at 6:25 p.m., which makes me sad because she should be at home, like, relaxing. But she said, looks really good. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep him on the same Schminz for a month.
Mm-hmm.
Check. And then taper him off.
Okey-doke. Oop, dropped him. As always, I'm tossing my medals around. Enough green paint off the brush. Alright, so I guess I want to do all of his armbands with this too. My arms up here, let my arms relax a bit. As soon as I realize I can hold my arms as I paint, it's really exhausting. Yeah, I shouldn't have glued him. I should have let him be loose. There's not a whole lot I can do about that now, though. A little green on from the small of his back, but it's barely noticeable, so I'll just end up painting over it when I do his highlights. Pancakes is at the door again. Oh, yo, little buttholes all day with this shit. All day with this shit. Oh no, none of my brothers like me. It's because you keep smacking them and humping them, you butthole. Oh, nobody wants to spend any time with me. It's because you keep smacking brothers and humping them. He's sticking his paws under the door trying to get in. He just wants to smack his brother, that's all. Such jerks. I love them so much. I think I will make these shells. They don't look good. Hands are hard to get in there. Hard to get in around his hands, I mean. Right. So this is the same way I do the roofs in my Rohan buildings. I could do them green first. You'll see like the undertone hints of like some still damp straw. In this case, these guys, it's unwashed grass around their balls.
God. I'm sending it to you. It's a TikTok.
Got so many of these little grass bands everywhere. They're gonna be super easy to paint later, but like the base coating step is always anything really rough textured like this. The base coating is always the worst. Like when doing hair. Spot under there. Pancakes, no. But you can come in when Muffin says you can. Given how angrily he's guarding the door, I don't think that's going to be anytime soon. Kitty politics. Hey, Muffin. He's still on edge. Buddy. Turds. And decide what to color the spear staff. But, shaft, that's the word. Yes, honey, but it's so funny. Coat the spear point with some of this. Little bit of the straw under his armpit. Greens end up mixing. But you know what? I was gonna say they end up mixing really well with skin colors, but in like a bad way. I mean, like, I'm not saying mixing well. I mean, they blend in it like readily and easily. I mean, it looks good, but it does like happen quickly. I was gonna say that, and I realized like that's the problem I was having with some of the flesh tones in the past, where like if you put it on too thin, they look almost like a sickly green.
Oh my god, I just saw the recipe for pumpkin rolls that you sent it.
I don't know if I finished watching it.
It just the beginning was like, I need to make this.
Ah, that kind of ugh. Craving, ugh, not disgust, ugh.
Yeah, like oh, I need this.
Starting to thin a little. Someone out there crying. Cats, nobody wants to spend time with you when you're jerks. You don't like listening to all the screaming and fighting, you buttholes. Use a little more fang for the spear shaft. Then I'll dry brush something else on top of it. Ugh, ugh, ooh. Chunky. That is something else.
I got the recipe. Of course, I need to get some pumpkin now.
You just bought 5. You kidding? You can't use those little ones.
I can't.
I mean, they're quite hard. I don't think they're like edible.
Oh, because I was just about to think if that's 3/4 of a cup. Oh, I guess.
Like I'm sure that you could make food out of them, but I mean like they're such hard little pumpkins that I don't think you'd be making like a good pumpkin pastry. You'd wind up making like a hard pumpkin starch.
True.
It would just be like, oh yeah, you dry it and grind it up, you might be able to make a flour out of it.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think it's like, oh we cooked it a little and baked it, now it's soft.
Gotcha.
I think they're like really tough.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now I got to try and get in and around his palm. I got a little bit of the blowtorch on there. There we go. Blowtorch. I keep saying blowtorch or blowpipe. There's a bunch of little tribal dudes in Rohan running around with blowtorches, setting everything on fire. I work the brush around the second coat in there. It's really sometimes like if you can get when a brush starts to like wear out and curl a little bit, you can actually kind of use it to your advantage sometimes. And you can like this one's hooked a little at the end. It's not great. It's okay for doing larger areas. I'm not going to do detail with it, but you can kind of hook it around edges if you need to. Like this thumb right here that I didn't realize I hadn't gotten. Part of his arm. There we go. That works. All right. So what else? His hair. That's got to get base coated. All right. I want to use this Gavin blade for that. But I think, yeah, that's most of them. It's like hair and spear point to base coat. And not all of it is going to get, not much of it's going to get washes. Yes, hun?
This girl has a ganglion cyst, and
oh, that sounds.
She's putting it on. She's putting her hand, like her wrist, on the edge of the chair.
Oh, and just smacking until it pops. Yeah.
Her husband's smacking it with a textbook.
Yeah, it's what you got to do sometimes. I think I just banged mine on a stone.
Well, if you need me to ever whack it with the textbook.
I know mine. It's actually been pretty good. It's been pretty small.
Mm.
It hasn't gotten bigger in a long time, which is just nightmarish. Ugh. Because I've felt it pop before. That is not a comfortable feeling. It doesn't hurt. It's just incredibly uncomfortable. If that makes any sense. I'm not going to bother doing the other stuff. Yeah, I'm just gonna. Yeah. All right. Yeah, because they're just like a highly calcium fluid sac or something. I don't know what they are. I don't like them. Damn, this pad might be a little too wet. It's like everything's absorbing really quickly and thinning out real fast. Right there. All right, let's get his hair before it gets too thin. Yeah, his hair and the spear point I'm going to give a wash, but most of the rest of them, since I want to kind of have a dried out grass look to a lot of it, I'm not going to wash. Yeah, nothing's got that heavily used. Okay, I got to use the other brush for this because it might not be a good tip, but I'm not going to like destroy it even more if I use anything else other than these already destroyed wide ones. His hair pulled back in such a weird way. Did they give him pointed ears? I can't tell. Yeah, they did. I mean, hobbits have pointed ears. It's not too uncommon in the human species in Middle-earth. The Woses, the hobbits. Maybe some of the Dunedain have it too. They've got elven blood in them. This guy's got some thick old eyebrows on him. Hun, this guy's got eyebrows like your grandpa. Right. Described as having dark eyes. And if I could figure out what my brush is doing and hold this at the right angle to see it in my light, I can get his eyebrows, but for some reason I keep missing. There we go. There we go. All right, let's get his chin. Pancakes is coming to scream again.
Pulling on my fruit strings.
Hun, can you let Pancakes in? We'll see what these turds do to each other. You cats gonna get along. You gonna stop being jerks. Hi, Panny. Hi, Panny. Oh, I still have the blanket on. I'm wondering hot.
I mean, but I think it's just a constant thing.
This grumpy little goatee. Oh, right. He's got dreads down the back. Pancakes, the one who wants to give you a fun haircut. Submit to the fun haircut pancakes. Accept the fun haircut pancakes. Cutie history, it's exactly like ours. An itty bitty kitty, Vietnam.
It's awful.
Tell me about it. Alright, I think he's fully base coated now. So let's do the hard part. Dot his little beady eyes. That's all we need. Thin brush, where are you at? There. One eyeball. Let's get the second one. There we go. This went on pretty well. Right. Done with that brush. I said immediately for real, remembering that I have to do these black on the eyes. Oy. Done with the white though. All right. Little eyeballs. Yeah, you can see the eyeballs. Pancakes, you best not be starting shit, buddy. Pancakes, you best not be starting shit. Because he's pointing forward, I kind of want to do his eyes front and center. Couldn't have done that well if I tried. Damn. That was fucking great. I managed to get his right eye like all the way to the side. And his left eye almost all the way to the side. Just enough to give him like a forward kind of direction to his eyesight. Alright, let's see what happens if we can mix a little Gorthor Brown with Rackhearth flesh and make this dude tan. All but that. Let's add a little Rackhearth. Need more water. Not for the paint, for me. Mic a little closer. There's a fuzz in it. There we go. Alright, mix those together. Get nearly the exact same tone I started with. Alright. A little blob ought to be good. Yeah. I think that works. That's pretty good. Swirl the brush around it though, so some of it's not mixed all the way yet. That's probably good. I think that looks okay. It still looks like it's lacking a little warmth to it though, so I'm probably gonna have to hit it with the flesh shade again. But in the meantime, let's get this brush. So let's see, he's got a lot of muscle tone to find. So I think I can basically use that kind of as a guide. Oh yeah, it's really it's kind of hard to describe. It's a little gray. Don't really know what to mix in to fix that. Hmm. It's looking fleshy, but in a weird way. Like some kind of witch doctor got hold. This brush is doing that same shit I did last time, where like wouldn't absorb any paint up into it. So I take like a few swipes and the color's all gone off the brush already. What the fuck? Kitty history, it's exactly like ours. It's his little toes. Yeah, he does not look healthy. He looks, yeah, definitely another coat of the flesh shade over him ought to do it. Turned out okay. Ish. If I really hate it, I'll just strip him. He looks like Ashy Larry from the Chappelle Show. That's the color he's coming out right now. This was a mistake. I can fix it. Cat, what are you doing? Be no good, that's what you're doing. What are you up to? Pushing stuff around. God, they're little gremlins. Oh, huh, I hear the... I forgot. Phantoms chasing you, bun. I hear the phantoms. Getting there. I'm gonna have to use the small one in his face though, because there's a like nasolabial lines and stuff I gotta work around. Oh, I dropped him. There we go.
Ah! Stupid phantoms.
Phantom knock you down, hon? Alright, worked across his back. His elbows. Maybe this did shade him a little too much with the wash. I didn't think I made this stuff that much lighter. It's point and finger. Yeah, this dude is not healthy. This dude has been sitting at a casino for 12 hours at a time and hasn't gotten any sun in weeks. Does have a six-pack though. Good for him. Oh, yeah.
Feel this.
Sure. It's too toasty for me.
Whoops. Let's see. Schmucks, that's nice, huh?
You turn back on, you moody ass lamp. Right. A little orange or yellow would have helped if I mixed that in. A little pink. Not pink, a little deeper red in here. On the other hand, I've been doing a good job, I think, of contouring a lot of his muscles. But let's get the small brush out to do his face. Start with the ear. Looks like he's got gauges in his ear.
Hey, mister.
Ghan Buri Ghan is apparently a hipster. Go under the road here. Don't go in there. He's been listening to dwarf metal since it was still underground. Make sure I'm not sticking my head in the camera.
It's okay.
It's not okay. You guys are buttholes. And don't you dare tell the cats it's okay. Your behavior needs reprimanding. Yeah, almost done. Look at his other ear. Now I'm wondering if it's actually a molding error. A little bit more. Tiniest little bit on the left side of his face. Alright, it's not okay. Yeah, he's gray. He's gray. Hopefully, let's make this rinse will fix that. Well, let me give it a second to dry. Well, that's drying a little bit. Use the Carrick stone on his spear. I'm gonna give this really awful dry brushing. I don't want those colors to go on nicely. I want them to go on choppily and shittily. It does make for a nice fake wood grain at this size of model. That's another point where having the hooked brush comes in handy. Oh, we can use that for his grass too. All right, let's see if this fleshes him up a bit. Restores life to his pallid body. Almost. Almost. It's adding some color, but it's not quite enough. How's that Seraphim sepia looking? I'll hit him with that next. Well, it's not looking that terrible now. Just have to apply it kind of thick. Yeah.
Ah!
Phantom's getting you, hun.
Stupid anthems.
It's not looking so bad. It's not looking great, but look at his eyes. Here, his cheeks, his nose. His arm. I'm a little apprehensive about putting another wash on him because I don't know how that's going to look. I really don't know how they're going to combine on him. All right, he does look better. That definitely warms him up. It's still kind of a cool skin tone. I guess my question is, what happens if instead of... Oh, yeah, maybe the Seraphim will do it. So the Seraphim is a kind of a orangish brown. Maybe that'll do it. All right, let's do his blowpipe. No, it's his hair. It's his hair. Might as well get the two wet things done. Sailing on the ocean, the big blue wet thing. Sailing, sailing through the port. Our unspread vessel has become a floating cycleboard. We're sailing, sailing, the wind was on our side. And then it died. Oh, but Treasure Island is the best adaptation of Treasure Island. Right, hon? She's not listening. How have you been? Come on. Get on the paint. I don't want it to be like a smooth coat. I want it to be a little uneven, but getting it in there is tough.
But I have to pee.
Oh, do you have a goober on you? Do you have the goober on you?
I do. As soon as I put that
Aw.
blanket on my lap, oh my gosh, it was over.
He knows what blankets mean.
Has to be a blanket though, otherwise it's just.
Oh no, yeah, he doesn't sit on laps. He's not a lap cat. Alright, let's get a little of the Carrick stone again.
You're so sweet, Penny. Like, no one loves that anymore. That's not. It's just not true. Oh, you're so cute.
Aren't you spreading? Maybe this is too dull. How does it look on the main skirt? It's like nothing's coming off it. What the fuck? It's coming off everywhere except where I want it. I guess it's alright. Alright, it took a little while, but I got that on there. I'm not gonna be able to get it on the smaller bits though. You're getting a lot of experience. Are you yeah. Hey hon, I hate to do this to you. I need 42 Loppies and 42 Loppies cubes.
Oh, for the auto sorter?
Yeah. Know how much you like to hoard your Loppies.
I do. Oh yeah, I'm coming back to town very shortly.
Oh my god, this is like. Alright, it's going okay. It's going okay. I'm gonna scratch my face. Gotta switch brushes though. Get this one back out.
Oh no, my torches chest is empty.
That's not good, hun.
Whole chest dedicated to just torches.
Alright. Dude, it's going a little better with this brush. But I am getting a yellowish tan coat on top of it. Yeah, I don't know what those things are supposed to be. I'm going to paint them tannish. It's got some in his hair, too. Oops, missed. Details, details. Mr. Goomba, she kicking you off just so she can selfishly use the restroom. Oh, poor Mr. Goober.
Facebook Marketplace cheer that has the hole built in.
Come on. You're done. All right. All right, now let's give him the Seraphim Sepia. Ooh, okay, that is adding a much warmer color to him. Oh, that is much better. I think that's exactly what he needed. Yeah, it's not a pallid undead left out corpse color anymore.
Be up today. It's out of control, right?
It's true.
I was so sad when like high school, middle school got rid of the really good vending machines in favor of all those like pop thing and healthy thing.
School takes the initiative to put healthy snacks first.
Hmm?
I mean, your school took like the initiative to put like healthy snacks first.
Mm-hmm.
So sorry you had to go through that.
I get it, but also no.
That is much better. That is a much better tone he's got there. Far less corpsey. You have to put a little more. Part of his hip was exposed and didn't get a coat. Let's do some shells and things. No, hair first. Ghan Buri Ghan's an older guy. He's the older leader of the tribe. The Woses. Spear point. I kind of think I may have forgotten to hold in the camera view, but chin chin chin. There we go. Yeah, that looks much better. While I'm at it, let me add just a tiny bit of like what's this? Ulthuan gray? I haven't used that in a while. It's almost white. Tiniest hint of this to the edge of his point. Ooh, it's in the chunky one. Yep. Shells and things. Right here. Well, I'm just gonna assume they're shells. I don't know what they are. I don't know where he'd get shells. Do look like cowrie shells. But hey, I didn't design the model, so it's not my fault. His accessories make no sense. do. Da, da, da.
Ooh. Skeleton came out of the
Look at that one in the center, gold. I think I got all of them.
Aww. Hello.
Pancakes brought a toy.
Sock.
He brought a dirty pair of socks. He loves the dirty socks. Oh, right, there's stuff in his hair.
What would you like to do, Penny? Hmm?
It's leaning in the way a bit there. Hon, you don't have to lie for his sake. I know he's terrible.
Penny, it's true that you're terrible. They don't call him Fanny the Terrible for nothing.
Now he's got a gauge. Worked. He's got 2 gauges. That also kind of worked. Tiny bit of gold on that center necklace. I think just his tattoos are left after this. This is coming off more like copper, which is actually probably more accurate. Oh. Messed up his fingers, am I? Yeah. His fingers are good. All right. Here's the pain in the butt part. Flesh. Pancakes what? I think she damp, not like unworkably damp. Pancakes what? Hey.
Tell us a bedtime story.
So yes, go to bed. That's the bedtime story. Go to bed. No panning.
Bedtime story. My parents went to bed. Come here, Stinky.
All right. Is this my? Do I want to use the baby brush? Use the teeny tiny baby brush. All right.
Honey, what is it called when you have a yeast infection of your brain?
Pancake syndrome. There's some blue dots under his cheek. One more. Little blue ring around his arm. All right. This is nerve-wracking. The side of his ankle. I gotta look at a picture of him real quick. Prepare for some lag. Ghan Buri Ghan. Oop. There's ugly pictures of this dude. Alright, I gotta add the MESBG to it. I can't find like a good one. Alright, fine, whatever. Screw it. Wing it.
Mhm. I don't know what you want, baby.
I think he wants beatings, is what that's how I interpret that. Then he's saying, "Father, beat me with a shoe." Like, legally speaking, I must oblige him. I must legally beat him with a shoe. You know, it's what he wants. He wants to be beaten with a shoe.
Mhm. Mhm.
Little star-like pattern on his shoulder. It's kind of hard to see where the tip of my brush is, though, in this light. Pancakes, buddy. Such a baby. trying to sponsor writing, plays writing, put patterns. Dot in the back of the palm or something. One trick question: these pancakes, nothing good. His thigh. Yeah, it has your name on the top of the panty. That's how we know it's a bad progress report, buddy. Real thin around his ankle. Calf.
Can't even eat our food.
Are you gonna take that? Make yourself judge, jury, and executioner to your snacks, Panty.
Doing?
He's getting up to trouble.
Doing, sir? You come here and tell us.
And it's pancakes. It's trouble. That's what he do. He do trouble. Once he realizes he's in trouble, he just goes and grabs a toy and plays with it. And you're like, oh, how cute. All right, I think we got enough on him.
Am I poisoned? What's going on here?
Ian? Yeah, you're poisoned.
All I'm trying to do is pick up my stupid Lappias. And I don't even know where this guy is.
All right.
How do I even know where this guy is?
Around. Around.
Oh my gosh.
He's up there. He's hiding way up there in the high cave. All right. All right. Skin tone is not terrible anymore. Maybe a little bit on the hip. He's no longer looking corpsey. I think I am going to use just a little bit of the green, though. Camo shade. Just in parts of the loinclothy area. So I can get the bottle out. There we go. Oh, that is... How did I grab that? That is flaming orange. That would have really... That would have been a mistake. This is a little glossy, so I don't like using it too much. Just like... This fold crease here. A bit on the belt. Yeah, little bits here and there. Yeah, just in a few selected spots. Really, really find these selective spots. All right. There is a little bit this hair that's scraped away. That's my fault. That is from me handling him too much. All right, there we go. Ghan Buri Ghan. Got some paints on him. Just a little bit of jewelry. All right, I think we're good. I'll get pictures up on Twitter soon, but let's see if we can get a semi-decent shot of him. Possibly, maybe. He looks much darker in the picture. Or in the camera light. I probably won't do the that second reblend. I'll just go straight to the sepia. I think it turned out pretty decent. I'll get some of the other guys. Because I only have 12, but they're not primed, so I can't do them anytime soon until this rain stops. But I also wasn't really planning on doing them until like I was working with Rohan. I still kind of hoping to work through Gondor, but not having any primable heroes right now. It's kind of stuck between that or Grima. Probably should have done Grima for Isengard, but I want to try my hand at this. But right. Boom. All right, I just hit 2 hours. It's not bad. I think set him aside to base later. Where's Radagast? Where the hell did I put Radagast? Up in the box. My paint's cleaned up and everything put away. I think I want to do another stream sometime later this week. I don't know about either Thursday or Friday. I'm not sure yet. Friday's a little easier. So if it goes a little long, I can stay up late if things are getting complex or whatever. So maybe Friday. I think I'll stay up Friday. Maybe I'll do Mondays and Fridays. I don't know. Everything's always up in the air. I'm weighing it. I'm doing the best I can. It's not true. I could be doing better. I'm doing the best I care about. It's also not true. I'm doing okay. Ah, startled me. That startled me a bit. Brushes are almost done. All right. But anyways, yeah. Try to do stream. I've got to play a little more Final Fantasy. I've been playing off stream because I'll just like recap whatever I've done rather than redo and make you sit through. Cause it's a long ass game, and it's really repetitive. So I'm grinding to find items right now. I keep kind of forgetting to do actual missions. Oh no, I got some of it up into the brush. Shit. So what happens when your brush is so small, you can barely see it. Shit. I don't know the name of the metal brush part that holds the bristles, but it's something got up in there. Fortunately, I think I got it. Not a little acetone soak to protect it, but no. Ugh. Right. I'll shut down in just a second here. Oh wow, there's a lot of stuff stuck in this brush. All right, I'm on my last brush, but I gotta get new isopropyl. But anyways, calling it a night now. Gotta get all my paints away. I gotta go to work in the morning and be exhausted. It's not enough motivation to stop me from playing a little Final Fantasy tonight. Maybe. Probably should go to sleep. But anyways, um, one more mini down out of my 1500. We'll get there. I'll get there at some point. God, even if I averaged like a mini a day, that would still be almost 5 years. Man, that makes it daunting. But if I get a bunch of Gondorian guys done ASAP, that's quite a decent chunk. But anyways, I'm gonna call tonight. Stream again later in the week, like Friday. It might just be a chat. Well, yeah, I'm just gonna work on the Gondorian soldiers on Friday. Hopefully, I'll be able to get some of these other guys primed because I do have 2 trebuchets to do. Oh, that's some knights. Hi, pancakes. But anyways, have a good night. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you later.